Hi guys. Well, since I've caught up with all the seasons of Lost Girl currently, and I've seen seasons 1 through 5 of Supernatural, and don't want to continue with the show for at least a while, or until I really feel like it, I realized that I need to find a new non-reality TV series to take up my time, and then I realized since I've got the first season of Game of Thrones, I should probably tackle that show. I had actually seen the TV series a couple months after I got the set. It's in one of the DVD updates that I did. And I actually rewatched it over the past couple of weeks, but I also picked up the book that the first season was based off on. And even though I just finished watching the season, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get around to reading this at some point. Mainly for the backstory to what happened before, even though I've gotten a good idea of what did happen. Right. So, a lot of people have talked about the show so many times that I honestly don't think I can add that much to that discussion, but I have to admit, it's a pretty awesome masterpiece that they turned out here. The amount of story that they're able to cram into 10 53-minute length episodes is pretty interesting. And even then, there's still so much story going on that it's tough to really understand everything. I mean, like, I've watched the series twice, and I learned a lot of things the second time around, because, like, that blacksmith that Lord Stark encounters in, like, episode 4 or something like that, I didn't realize that that was the son of the king that was there at the time. And I also forgot that Khaleesi and her brother were actually daughters to the king before the series even started. And then there's that whole feud about which one of them actually has the dragon, but knowing what happened at the end of the season, I was actually able to catch little hints at that, because the very first time we see Khaleesi, she walks into a steaming hot tub, but doesn't react at all to the temperature. Little things like that. And also like that blacksmith. He actually appears the last time we see, what's-her-face, Arya in episode 10. Apparently his master got rid of him, so he's heading out towards the wall. Although I don't know why they're heading towards the wall when all the Night's Watch have left, but of course they don't know that. Most likely. So, I'm struggling to find stuff to talk about, but I've got various weaknesses. One, I'm sure you can all guess what I'm going to say anyway, and two, it's the first season of a show. The first season of any show is always hard to talk about, because there isn't much to say except I liked it. You can throw in a few things, and then people have to see it and decide for themselves and all that. So, there really isn't that much else I really feel like I can mention. Not much a review, I'll admit, so much as me just spewing random stuff about it. But, well, I think that sums it up, and I'm really hoping that I can get the second season in time, that I can continue with it and keep a lot of stuff in my brain about it. But, I'm really curious to see what happens to the dwarf guy, Tyrion Roddy, even though I think I've said his name like 2 or 3 times in this video. Because one of the few things that I know about future seasons is that he ends up being the main person featured, replacing Sean Bean, the guy who plays Stark in this season, so it's going to be interesting, because he's pretty much the only Lannister that I think all of us are actually, trying to support, and given how his family ends up treating him, it's going to be interesting to see what happens to him. And, will I be allowing comments for this show? Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, like, the spoilers are all over the place, and I'm pretty sure there is one other person in the Stark family that dies, but which one I honestly can't remember, but I do know one dies. Hey, you should have seen it coming if you're going to cry foul underneath. Yo!